You ever wake up from a dream that was so real, so weird, that you just lie there thinking, what in the world was that all about? Well, you're not alone. Dreaming is something we all do, but it's still one of the biggest mysteries of being human. So let's pull back the curtain and dive into the wild, fascinating world our minds cook up every single night. And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Why do we dream? This question has fascinated people for, well, forever. From ancient philosophers to modern-day neuroscientists, we've been trying to crack the code behind our own nightly movies for centuries. And honestly, the search for the answer is just as cool as the dreams themselves. To really get where we are now, it helps to look back at where we've been. For ancient civilizations, dreams weren't just random brain static. No way. They were seen as powerful messages, maybe even omens from the gods. Fast forward to the late 19th century, and boom, Sigmund Freud comes along and completely changes the game. He suggested that dreams are actually a window right into our unconscious mind. And today we're in a whole new world, using incredible tech to literally watch our brains dream in real time. Okay, so this brings us right to the main event, the big scientific showdown over why we dream. It really boils down to two huge competing ideas. On one side, you have the psychoanalytic view that dreams are packed with meaning, and on the other, you have the neuroscience view that it's all just, well, brain mechanics. So which one is it? First up is the classic, the one that really got the conversation started, Freud's psychoanalytic theory. His whole idea was that dreams are never random. They're actually a secret, coded language from the deepest parts of our minds. There were all our repressed wishes, our hidden desires, and our unresolved issues come out to play. For Freud, every dream was a puzzle, just waiting to be solved. Let's make this super simple. You know that classic dream where you're being chased? According to Freud, it's probably not about the scary monster behind you. It's a symbol. It could be your brain's way of telling you that you're running from something in your real life, maybe a tough deadline at work, an awkward conversation you need to have, or just a feeling you really don't want to deal with. But then, neuroscience came along and offered a totally different explanation. It's called the activation synthesis theory, and it argues that dreams are much more about biology. The idea is that during REM sleep, your brainstem just starts firing off all these random electrical signals. Your higher brain, which loves to make sense of things, gets these signals and basically says, okay, I've got to turn this chaos into a story. So the bizarre dream you had, it might just be your brain's creative attempt to explain that random neural noise. So here you have it, the fundamental clash. Are your dreams these profound, meaningful messages bubbling up from your unconscious? Or are they just the result of your brain trying to make a coherent story out of random electrical firings? It's a huge difference, really. Meaning versus mechanics. But wait, it gets even more interesting, because the debate doesn't end there. Newer theories have popped up that kind of bridge the gap. The cognitive theory, for instance, suggests dreams are like a nightly filing system for your brain. They help you sort through memories and process emotions. Then there's the threat simulation theory, which is really cool. It proposes that dreams are basically an ancient survival mechanism, a built-in virtual reality simulator where you can practice handling dangerous situations without any actual risk. It's like a nightly training session for your instincts. Now, no matter which theory you find most convincing, there's one thing almost everyone agrees on. Our dreams are not made in a bubble. What you do, think, and feel when you're awake has a huge impact on what you dream about at night. So let's talk about how your day-to-day life is secretly writing the script for your dreams. I mean, just think about your own life. If you're super stressed out, you're probably going to have more intense, anxious dreams, right? What you eat matters too. That spicy dinner before bed might just be fueling some seriously vivid dreamscapes. The scary movie you watched? Yep, that could become the backdrop for tonight's adventure. Even things like your workout routine, the way you're physically positioned in bed, and how quiet or dark your room is can all sneak their way into your dreams. And get this, it gets even more specific. Check out this chart. Some research has actually found a wild connection between how you sleep and what you dream. People who sleep on their left side tend to report having more nightmares. Right side sleepers, they report more peaceful, pleasant dreams. And if you sleep on your stomach, you might have more emotionally charged, vivid dreams. How crazy is that? So what this all shows is that the line between our physical, waking world and the bizarre, narrative world of our dreams is, well, it's incredibly thin. Our real life is constantly bleeding into our dream life. So, knowing all this, the really exciting part is that we don't have to just be passive viewers of our dreams. we can actually become active explorers. There are some really cool, simple tools and techniques that can help you engage with your own mind on a much deeper level. Okay, one of the best ways to start exploring is by keeping a dream journal. It's super simple. Just keep a notebook by your bed. The second you wake up, before you even check your phone, just start writing down anything you can remember. Don't worry about it making sense. Just get down the feelings, the images, the story. After a while, you can look back and you'll start to see these amazing patterns emerge. It's like finding a secret map of your own mind. Now, if you want to take it a step further, there's something called lucid dreaming. This is that incredible moment when you're in the middle of a dream and suddenly a part of your brain just wakes up and goes, hey, wait a second, I'm dreaming. At that point, you're not just watching the movie anymore. You can actually step into the director's chair. So why would you want to do that? Well, the potential benefits are pretty awesome. People use lucid dreaming as a playground to boost their creativity, a workshop to solve real-life problems, or even as a safe space to face their fears. It's just this incredible tool for self-exploration. And really, that's the whole point, right? Whether you're keeping a journal to spot patterns or learning to lucid dream, the goal is the same, to get a deeper understanding of who you are. Our dreams are this incredibly rich, untapped resource for self-discovery, if we just take the time to listen. So, after all this, do we have that one single perfect answer to why do we dream? Honestly, not yet. The debate is still going. But what science has given us is a bunch of fascinating possibilities and a toolkit that lets every single one of us become an explorer of our own mind. Which brings us to the most important question of all. As you get ready to sleep tonight, what stories is your mind going to tell you? What mysteries will unfold? Pay a little closer attention this time. You might just be amazed at what you find.